제 옆에 계신 분은 잉그리드 센터리언이라는 분이신데요. 사우스캐롤라이나 주에서 지금 연방하원 의원에 출마하신 분입니다. 공화당의 지금 후보로 있는데 어떤 의도를 가지고 출마를 하게 된지 얘기를 좀 들어보도록 하겠습니다. Okay, first of all, would you introduce yourself to our audience?
First, I want to say 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 와, 네.
Yes, thank you. I'm Ingrid Centurion, and I'm a Republican America First candidate running for Congress in South Carolina's 1st Congressional District to replace Rhino Nancy Mace.
라이노 낸시 메이스라는 그러니까 공화당 하원 의원인데 하여간 라이노 의원입니다. 그 의원을 밀어내기 위해서 지금 출마를 했다라고 이제 이야기를 하셨고요. So how many candidates do you have now?
Well, I'm running in the primary, and I have to win in the primary on the 14th of June. So there's not much time. So what I need to be doing is meeting as many people as possible in the district, and I need to be raising money. So I want to reach out to all the Korean community as Korean Americans. I'm a first-generation American. My father was from Argentina. He came to this country. He became an American citizen. And I represent the immigrant community, first generation, second generation, third generation. It doesn't matter how many, but I understand how hard the immigrants, when they come to this country, they work. They have small businesses. And I would love for everyone to donate to my campaign. It's centurionforcongress.com. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Rumble, I'm on the YouTube channel. Go to my channel, watch all the videos that I have there. They're very good. And this is very important. Most people don't run for political office because they're afraid, because you need a lot of money. But yes, you need money, but at the same time, you need to have heart, passion, energy. And you need to be able to communicate with the people to let them know why you're running for office, why we need to fire Mace and hire Centurion.
Okay, would you tell us about in little bit detail why you are running for the office?
I'm running for office because the current incumbent, the woman, she does not represent conservative values. Okay. She voted for the transgender men to compete in women's sports. She voted to tear down the statues in South Carolina that are our history of South Carolina. And if you know American history, then you should not destroy the history. We must learn from our mistakes of the past, and we must move forward. You don't vote to tear down the statues, which is a left Marxist technique that they use in socialist communist countries. And you do not do that. That's one of many things. She also voted for the red flag laws, which restrict my access to my weapons without due process. These are things that violate the Constitution, the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, and she's not 100% pro-life. She did not sign the amicus brief. And we must be a country and a nation that values life, because it's important. We need to raise a generation of children that take care of their parents, that I take care of my mother. We have to be a generation that children can enter the military and fight for this country. And if they make mistakes, they're responsible for the mistakes. And the first step shouldn't be to have an abortion, whether it's the pill, whether it's this or that. We need to be raising smart, young generation.
All right, that's good. And you're running for the 1st Congressional District. What is the main issue in your district?
The main issue in the district, well, there's so many. Everybody's different, right? For mothers and fathers, education is very important. That we want the best education for our children. For small businesses, their business is most important. They want their businesses to grow. The mom and pop shop stores out there, they have challenges. I'm a small business instructor. I want to help the small businesses out there. And so many of those small businesses, are immigrants running those businesses, working. I want them to have a voice. I want them to be able to come to me as a congresswoman and say, Ingrid, this is happening. How can you help me? And I will come up with a solution and work on how I can help small businesses in America.
Okay. So what do you think about Donald Trump?
I think Donald Trump was a great president. I think he did a lot for the military. He built our military back up after it was destroyed by Obama. I think that he did so many things to help veterans, and that's what I am. I'm from the veteran community after serving 22 years. I can go on and on what President Trump did there. President Trump made us energy independent, right? He made sure that America came first and American citizens. So from that perspective, he did a great job. And, you know, we are where we are today. And if President Trump was in office, we wouldn't be seeing what's happening today in America.
Okay. What is your purpose to participating on CPAC?
I came to CPAC in the middle of COVID in Orlando 2 years ago,
Yes.
and this is my second CPAC.
Oh, I see.
I think the experience at CPAC is great. You get to meet a lot of people, you get to see a lot of speakers, you get to learn, and this is important. We, as voters, must be informed, and everyone is nice and friendly. It's been a great experience, and I'm happy that you're here because the Korean community also needs to have a voice.
Short comments for the Korean Americans in South Carolina.
Well, I would say 안녕하세요. Now that I'm leaving.
Okay, thank you so much.
Right.
Is that all?
No, I just want them to say that it's very important that they get involved in the school if they have children, that they go to the school board meetings and they look at the curriculum that the children are learning in the schools, because many school places, they're changing what they're teaching the children, and they really need to make sure that they teach them the English, the math, the science, and the history, and we've gone away from that. I would also say for parents, young parents that are raising their children, that they have a choice. They have a choice to send their kids to the best public schools or to a charter school or to a religious school or even to homeschool. But that is their choice, and it's so important that they get involved in their children's education.
Okay. Thank you so much, and I wish you good luck.
Thank you.